know what time it is? It's time for a burr.
Burr. Yeah, we're in for a long one today.
There's some craziness happening. Guys, welcome to another Cinefanatics reaction to the Schmoedown. It is another teams match today. I am Chris Adams.
And I am Robert Adams.
And the teams we are watching are the Shirewolves versus World's Finest.
Yeah. Should be a pretty good match. I mean, I think it kind of goes without saying, and no offense to World's Finest in there, we're kind of just assuming Shirewolves has got this, right? Oh, you think?
World's Finest has been doing pretty good in their first couple matches. They're unbeaten so far.
They have, but I mean, it's the Shirewolves.
There's a reason this is a #1 contender match.
It's the Shirewolves, though. It's Clark Wolf and
Rachel Cushing.
Rachel Shire.
Rachel Shire.
Yeah. Rachel Shiring.
Rachel Cushing of the Shire.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be, I think there's a chance that this could be a close match, but every time I've said that before, it's been a blowout, so I'm just going to stop saying that.
Look, at this point, we're just happy to make it to round 3. So.
Yeah, I'm hoping we make it to round 3. I think this one will be a good match, though, because World's Finest have really been proving themselves lately. I mean, Rachel's already faced off against Eric Zipper once in the Inner Geekdom, which, you know, Rachel did what Rachel does, and Rachel won.
Yeah.
But as far as teams go, I don't know. I think outside Inner Geekdom, World's Finest does have a good rounded knowledge base of a bunch of movies. So this could be a good one.
On top of that,
following,
not only do we have this really good match to watch today, they are also announcing the Anarchy teams. So that whole thing about whatever Kalinowski's doing as far as partnering players up with another player that they haven't been partnered with and creating all new teams, this should be interesting, and today we get to find out exactly who's on whose team, including the very highly anticipated Dan Murrell with whoever he's playing with at the next live event on September 8th.
You have any bets or predictions how this is going to go?
I have no idea. As far as I can tell, there has been no kind of like signs or hints. And we kind of know that, I guess, behind the scenes of it, there has been a mix of that they've partnered up people according to what they think the storyline needs, and also between just what would be a really good match to watch.
And then some of them will be randomized too.
Yeah, so don't know what to expect out of this. It's hopefully going to be good.
I feel like you can almost predict a few, maybe based on storyline, but maybe they might be throwing us off completely. And, you know, I wouldn't doubt seeing Dan partnered up with Andrew Guy.
That would, and here's the thing: after that last match, that would be an amazing team.
I think a lot of people are predicting that that's going to end up happening too, or even Roca and Andrew Guy, a little father-son action.
Ooh. And this is going to go to a real wrestling match instead of just some geeky movie trivia.
More tackles, more tackles. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this because I'm chomping at the bit, interested in seeing what's going to happen here. So, let's watch.
Again.
Hey guys, did you know there's a live show coming? It's September 8th. If you can go, get your tickets. We won't be, because we can't go, unfortunately.
We've already spent all our money on a trip to California this year.
We've already been to LA once this year. We're here in Austin, Texas. We can't make that trek multiple times in a year right now. But if we could, we would. We'll be happy to react to it and watch it right here on YouTube.
Then Late to the Party did that at the last live event. They actually went to the live event and
yeah, they did the reaction at the live event.
I guess he just sat there with like a point and shoot, just filming himself the whole time, or
Yeah. It's clever.
yeah,
It works.
it was entertaining. I watched it. I watched the match and I watched the reaction.
I just wanted to let you both know, as
Okay.
I'm sure you filled Tom in, that we will be playing a team match next
You're
season.
gonna beat her in a partner.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, because I have a partner.
Of course it's me. Shirewolves.
We talked it over, and your offer to join your faction next month, that's not really going to work for us.
Listen, I totally understand. You guys have both been performing
No. We want to join you now.
For our first match with the Shirewolves, we know Clark Wolf knows her trivia. We know Rachel Cushing knows her trivia. How do they work as a team?
Ken's like, oh, I'm out here.
I love the fact that they were dressed up like the Rockford Peaches from A League of Their Own.
Oh, yeah.
Such a good movie.
Our biggest thing today was to see how we played together, how we handled the pressure, how we navigated the questions, and honestly, I think we really kicked ass at that. Whatever it takes to get to that belt, we're going to earn it. Clark talked
Where are the
about
belts?
hype. We know we have been hyped up by the fans, and we're excited
Wrong
that
team.
we pulled out a
Oh,
win
that's
today
right.
to live up to that hype. But we plan on continuing to work hard.
Of course, it still stands there. Where are they?
Are a dream matchup for Rachel Cushing and Clark Wolf, part of the Fight Club, and they're going
This
up
was that
against two
team.
guys that watch Bloodsport in their karate gis.
Shirewolves are gonna kick the living crap out of Team Action, those panty-waist, nice-dressed idiots. Shirewolves for life.
Thank you for editing
Played
yourself.
Mr. Wilson in the 1990
At least he said nice dressed.
live-action
Give a compliment to him still.
They do look good.
In their Kmart suits.
to Tony Curtis. And your winner!
You know, I had a suit years ago. I think I got it at Burlington Coat Factory.
I said.
Man, it got me a job, so
It works.
Coming
Yeah.
for the belt. And I wasn't kidding. Rachel and I are coming for the belts.
We are the world's finest. What you know about it? You got your boy Black Man right here, repping the
Ha.
Batman side of things.
Get
Got
it.
my
Puns.
boy Zip. I don't even know what's your moniker. I don't even know.
I can be Super Zip.
Super Zip. You got Black Man and
Super
Super
Zip.
Zip out here just holding it down.
No answer. That means your winners are World's Finest. The answer was Carrie. And then you have
I do like that team name.
They're hot now. They're
World's
like Kirsten
Finest?
Dunst in the
The
Vampire
Batman
movie.
Superman
They
team
got
up.
Taste the blood. They beat the Kingsmen, and now they want some more.
We're new in the league. We're 1-0. Beating Trek would mean everything to us. It would put us on the map, skyrocket us to the top of the league, you know, really put us up against the big guns. And that's what we're here for. We're not here to mess around. We're here to save the day.
And
he almost sounds like Leonard from Big Bang Theory.
Eric and Winston! Wow.
I'm gunning for McWeeny and Levine. I'm going for
Well,
the line.
that's not happening.
I mean, okay,
Yeah.
space to enter, geek them champion and beat him at his own game. I ain't scared of no champs. I'm gonna be the champ. He gonna be the champ. You ever used to watch WWE? Like, look, the Hardy Brothers took it to everybody. We the Hardy Brothers, all right?
I'm not saying they don't scare me, but I'm going after them because they scare me.
Fair enough.
There's no crying in movie trivia.
All right, Tom Hanks.
Now here's the thing. I don't know who does the makeup for everyone, but everyone looks good. I know if I did the makeup, everyone would end up looking overexposed. Just
Yeah, I really
Their
like
face.
Eric Zipper's makeup. It's fantastic.
Yep.
Ourselves a #1 contender for the team champion. That's right, Christian. Between us, we have two children, but I feel like everybody in the Schmoedown is somebody that we care
only
about
Christian's children.
deeply. And these two teams, they're vying for a chance at the almighty belt. The Shirewolves come in as the favorite, but World's
How do we feel about
Finest,
Ellis as a
they
dad?
are not doing too shabby right now either.
No, World's Finest. This is a lot of people are talking about Ethan Irwin and Machine
He's
for Candace.
like out of nowhere question.
He's got the jokes.
World's Finest has to be.
We're talking about movie trivia, not people's parentage skills.
He brought it up.
Great year, 1 win, 1 loss in the
He was talking in reference to the Schmoedown or Schmoes
Oh, hey, look, the Schmoedown's on.
championship, and we don't have a champion team right now.
No, you know why?
Why is that?
Because somebody's kicking back in Boca playing volleyball.
That's absolutely right. Sam Levine has given up both championships.
Yeah.
He's gone, and because of that, we say that Mike.
He's also watching the Comedy Central roast of Bruce Willis.
Caused chaos by giving up both championships, and now we are looking for new champions. So what's going to happen here? All we know is that the winner of this match will play for the championship. Against who? We don't know that yet.
We don't know, they don't know, and the Shirewolves said as much in the pregame interview, but again, this is the Shirewolves, and I say that because that name should strike fear in the heart of any opponent. World's Finest, you said 2-0, they're playing very well. They have never seen a competition like what they're about to face here today. How are they possibly going to be able to handle that pressure, Christian?
Trek was
that's
pretty
what people
decent,
said
though.
to them when it was about Trek. They
I
said, well,
said it again today.
They said they're not going to be able to face Trek and beat Trek, and they did. They beat Trek in a very intense match, and they won it. And the Shirewolves, these are two legends of the game, with Clark Wolf, who was the 2016 Rookie of the Year, and then Rachel Cushing, 2017 Rookie of the Year. These are very respected players. When they were announced to be a team, people went, well, are they going to deliver? And they've delivered. They're 2-0. They beat the team formerly known as the Lions, then in Ken Knapsack and Tom Dagnino. And then at the live event, they beat Team Action. This is a good team. World's Finest.
Who's up for Rookie of the Year this year? I think it's going to be either Mara, Ethan,
It's so impressive
or
when you
Mark
actually sit down
Donica.
and look at the
I
resume
think
of
those three
each
are the top
individual
three
Shirewolf, whether it's Clark
right
Wolf
now.
or Rachel Cushing, but then you're right, you put
Yeah,
them
it really
together,
depends
and
on
it's
what
like
happens
the
with
popular
the Anarchy
children's toy
teams and
Voltron
the
for you adults out there.
Intergeekdom
It's like when Hall and Oates get together, they make
tournament.
magic. So too, the
Sure.
Shirewolves. Will we see more here
If
today?
Mara
Well,
takes
speaking
the
of magic,
Intergeekdom
we're gonna
tournament,
hear from
then
both of the
she'll
teams.
probably
The
have it.
British girl.
and Ethan loses to Andreyko. Done.
Yeah.
It's Mara.
Today is about revenge. I went up against Rachel in the collision, and she, I don't want to say kicked my ass, but
She did.
it wasn't my strongest showing, but today is different. Today,
Does he
my
have
inner geekdom,
Don't
general
Panic
knowledge,
tattooed
and
on his forearm?
got some backup here.
Yeah, today's about revenge for me too. I haven't
Oh.
been around in a while,
can
and I'm
tell.
back.
The
Honestly,
catchphrase from
it's time for the
Hitchhiker's Guide
Shirewolves
to the
take
Galaxy.
one step closer to getting those team belts because, damn it, they deserve them.
Everybody was
Whoa,
like,
Emma.
Team Trek, I'm coming in.
Whoa.
I saw y'all commenting down in Facebook land. And all
Whoa,
that stuff.
easy on the excitement
World's
there.
Finest ain't got a
Jeez.
shot in hell. World's Finest is about to live long and prosper for about all of a match. Nah, we came, we saw, we conquered. And now we gotta take out the Shirewolves. I ain't scared of wolves. Come on, man, I got hella dogs. I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, but they're Shire wolves.
Count on it.
They
So the
crushed it
smaller
at
wolves?
the live event,
This isn't
and
your-
if
this
you're
isn't your
able to
mama's
perform under
wolves.
that kind of pressure,
They're
going
from
up against
the Shire, so
Winston
they're
and
smaller.
Eric Zipper, they've barely been in
Big
this
feet.
league. The Shire Wolves
Ah,
can absolutely
big
take
claws.
them down
But here's
today
the thing.
on their journey
They'll
to
eat you
winning
for
those
breakfast,
team belts. Rachel Cushing,
and then they'll eat you again for a second breakfast.
That's where you were going with that.
Thanks,
These are
Emma.
your future champions right here.
I feel like people are still sleeping on us a little bit. Like,
Well, not you, Doug. I mean, everybody's like your rookie of the year over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's handling his business. Like,
No.
if we win today, yeah.
I don't think Zipper's anywhere near the...
If I produce movies, that knows
I mean, to be fair, he did go up against Rachel, but
So we know that
He didn't win. If he
he
won,
didn't win. If he won, then that's
then maybe I would
I
think about it.
That'd be serious contention.
It is disappointing because both you and I came very close to taking the singles belt away from Sam, and I really
Doesn't
wanted to
Clark
take
Wolf ever
the team
remind you
belts
of
away
like
from
April
Sam.
O'Neil from Ninja Turtles?
So, where is my score that I get to settle?
Kinda, especially since she's wearing.
You guys
Like
were
a yellow shirt
Yellow,
with
right?
glasses. It's kind of
super knowledgeable, but
kind of see her as
here,
April.
No one can stop Winston.
I love you, Eric. I love you, Winston. But you guys are just kind of in the way at this point.
I'm sorry, guys, but if we took Team Action out to get to the belts, we're gonna take you out too.
They just imply that Team Action's better than World's Finest.
Pretty much. Team Action's pretty good.
It's not wrong.
Signs
I-
to the point with Shire Wolves.
Classy as always.
And looking for battle, and I think that the same thing can be said. World's Finest Eric Zipper said it. He has some history here with Rachel Cushing. She handed him a defeat at the Collider Collision in the Inner Geekdom division.
It's like
but they're
2
ready
weeks
to get
ago
going.
with
They're ready
Rachel
to
Cushing.
have Winston. Winston is
So history.
event. Now they
Well,
work very well.
did it happen in the past?
Shirewolves work well.
Details.
Who will be the number one contenders after?
I got a bigger burning question for you. Ready? Would you rather have your first name be Winston or your last name be Zipper? Go.
What about Winston Zipper?
No,
I was
it's
gonna
cheap.
say Winston
No,
Zipper.
Too much for any one man to handle. That's why World's Finest is
I was waiting for him to say both.
They have their biggest test about to happen.
Tale of the tape.
I feel like if your name was Winston Zipper, though, you're like required to just constantly walk down the street with your underwear outside your pants and wearing a cape.
It's
And
not the best
that-
I've ever seen.
Everywhere you go, that's what you would do.
My name is Winston Zipper.
Oscar movies, and obviously scaring you just by saying we're ready to play.
They're good at everything. I feel ready, Christian. I feel pripped. I feel groomed. I got my fresh hat on that is mine and not yours.
Well, I'm ready to get going. Ladies and gentlemen, it's
Your
time
hats
for
often?
the movie trivia.
Is this something that's been going on that we didn't know about?
Listen to that crowd.
3 rounds for number 1 contender match.
To a finish.
Introducing first, with a record
Justice League cartoon theme.
Well,
2 wins, no defeats,
It's a good theme.
Winston Marshall and Eric Zipper.
I remember that one over the theme to Batman vs. Superman.
that's the thing. Like, oh, really?
Wow.
Wardrobe malfunction. They have switched each other's character.
And now Zipper can't see.
We don't know if Eric Zipper can see what's right and left. He led to his face.
Given our experience with
He has navigated it successfully.
I like
facial accoutrement, he probably can't see.
Does Winston
Are
still
you
keep
talking about glasses?
Alfred as a butler,
Okay.
or does the transfership of Alfred also
Trying to
go
be
to Zipper?
fancy.
I mean, it depends on if he's willing to do the voice. I heard what y'all said backstage.
I didn't say anything.
All right.
No, that was 2 other guys. No.
And their opponents, representing the Fife Club, with a record of 2 wins, no defeats, the 2016 Rookie of the Year, the 2017 Rookie of the Year, Classy Clark Wolf, the Crusher, Rachel Cushing, the Shirewolves. Number 5 having a hell of a year as a manager, and there are the Shirewolves. Coming in, have not seen them since the live event. The biggest match of their team career so far here. They both have done very well in number 1 contenders match, whether it's in singles, whether it's in Inner they have done it well.
Oh, such good
Here
sports.
we go. They've shaken some hands. No smack. This is not team action.
No, this is a very classy event, and the ladies protected from all UV rays. Very important when you're under the white-hot spotlight of the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Mark, how does round number 1 work?
In round number 1, the team division, each competitor is going to hear 8 questions. They are asked to the field, so you may not rely on your teammate to help you with answers just yet. It's up to you and you alone. That is why there are 4 whiteboards and 4 markers at the table. We're going to ask a question. Once you hear the question, please write down your best attempt at an answer. After 15 seconds, give or take, we're going to ask you to reveal your answer by name individually. When we do that, please
Trying to do the impression of the girl from Hereditary.
Verbalize your best attempt at an answer into the microphone. Each question is worth 1 point per person. Keep in mind, teams, there is no penalty for missing a question, and there is no stealing in round 1. Every point that you accrue will add to your team's total as we venture eventually into round number 2.
All right, so with that said, Shirewolves, are you ready?
Ready.
And World's Finest, are you ready?
Hell yeah.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Cinefanatics already.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go. Question number 1. Comedies. Stop doing that. Comedies. What song is supposed to activate Derek Zoolander to kill the Prime Minister of Malaysia in Zoolander?
Oh, I can hear it, but I can't hear the word.
Maybe not ever want to watch Zoolander. Yes,
I
absolutely. Fine.
love 80s songs too.
Well, I'm not getting it, but he's right. Zoolander 2
Pens
was
down,
terrible.
Please. Pens down, Zip.
I didn't
And-
finish that.
Dang it!
Relax.
Yes!
Didn't have it.
Didn't have it.
All right.
Ah!
Relax, don't do it.
And what's that?
Relax, don't do it.
Okay, 2-1.
Man, I got red.
The Hollywood and the Shirewolves go to an early lead. It is 2-1 after the first question in round 1. Your
Looked
second
like it.
question comes from the world of
It's really
action
concentrating on that song.
adventure.
Apparently.
What fake profession does Harry Tasker have in the film True Lies?
Well, I'm on fire.
See, I'm not getting mad at you for that. I didn't get mad at you. Yeah.
I'm gonna guess something.
I just think you're more. 5.
I don't think I've ever actually watched True Lies.
Not nice. 3. Can we edit that out? 2. Awesome. 1. Pens down, please. And zip.
Teacher?
Incorrect. Rachel.
Salesman?
Salesman is correct.
I said insurance claimsman.
Salesman.
Right.
Yeah, I said computer programmer, but
Ooh.
Never saw it. I just wrote it down just because I wrote
because I
something.
could hear Jamie Lee Curtis saying.
I wasn't positive on salesman, but I thought it was something like very
Rachel
dry and
Christian
generic
is
like
3-1.
that.
Let's get to our next question, which is in the realm of Mr. Tom Hanks. Ooh, we
Ooh.
like him.
Speaking of topics.
Who played the wrongly convicted and sentenced
Oh.
John Coffey in
Oh.
the movie The Green Mile? You know Tom Hanks.
My gosh,
radio
no.
reviewer of the movie Trivia Schmoedown. That's false, but it's
Hey
nice.
Tom, good to see you.
Can you imagine? Peter Pumpkins.
Are you blanking?
Yes.
Oh.
That's what it is. 3.
I see him too.
1.
Wow.
Hands down, please.
That makes me mad.
And Rachel.
I'm mad.
Michael Clark Duncan.
You
Yep.
got it.
I'm mad.
We share a birthday. Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah,
Definitely mad.
Clark.
We share a Clark with an E. Michael Clark Duncan.
Zip.
When I worked at a movie theater, I helped him find a lost jacket once. Michael Clark.
Nice. And I actually spelt it correctly with the E.
Michael Clark Duncan story of varying levels of interest. Your next question comes from the world of animated movies. Movies
Anger.
drawn by hand or on a computer. Your question is,
Or by clay.
in Monsters, Inc., what nickname does Sully give to the human girl? Your little one.
Finally, I get
Well,
one.
not old. No, this is my older one.
Oh, what was her name?
5, 4, 3.
Kitty.
That karate chest.
Repeat the
2.
question?
Yep. In
Thank you.
Monsters, Inc., what nickname does Sully give to the human girl? What color is she? Triple yellow or something. 5.
I see her like in the pink dragon costume.
It's Michael Clark Duncan.
2.
Yeah.
1. Pens down, please. And Winston.
They gave her the nickname that is also the same name of my favorite Medea movie, Boo.
Ah, that's
Cutest
right.
animated child maybe ever.
Zip.
Who?
And Rachel. Got it.
I got one.
I don't think Rachel
I'm
has missed.
sucking at
Rachel has
this.
not missed yet.
I
Okay,
know
guess
these
what?
answers, I'm
7-5,
just-
And if any competitor gets
talking
a
about?
perfect round
You've got
one
more
score,
than me.
we do have a bonus question lined up, Christian. All right, fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. Who plays the sugar water-loving Edgar the Bug
Oh.
in Men in Black? Sugar water-loving Edgar the Bug.
Yes.
in Men in Black. Back to what
Woo!
Okay, got it.
I was afraid I was gonna blank again.
Triple yellow. Triple yellow. That's what
Do I have to worry about spelling?
It's like third degree yellow. That's really what it is. 5. Triple yellow. Oh, I said third.
Yeah, spelling
I
is.
got it right.
3, 2, 1. 2, 1. Clark Wolf.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Got it. Zip.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Rachel.
Say Tony Shalhoub.
Oh, hey.
Ooh.
Listen.
No, that was.
Didn't
One
have it.
shot.
All right, so only Clark
Vincent
and-
D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio. I didn't put
8-6.
D'Onofrio.
Finally, good thing
Didn't- did not-
this
yeah, we got the
human,
same.
she's human.
Yeah.
But, first continues. Call it a perfect game. Usually it doesn't end up that way. That's our fault, Rachel. Your next category is famous actors and actresses. Jamon Hunsu and Anthony Hopkins appear together in what Steven Spielberg film? A couple groans from our audience in that one. Well, we'll see in a second. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat the question.
1 each. Jamon Hunsu and Anthony Hopkins appear together
Oh,
in
what
Steven
was that one
Spielberg
called?
film? And then the crowd groans.
That wasn't Spielberg.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down
remember.
and zip.
Amistad?
Correct. Rachel.
Ah,
Sad.
Yep. Winston.
Nope.
Didn't have it. All right.
Amistad.
Okay.
I put
we got
BFG.
Shirewolves.
I was like,
10,
maybe
Shirewolves,
voices.
1, JT,
Yeah,
4,
Amistad.
1. Okay, here we go. Next question. Horror/thriller. What is the name of the monster in the Hellraiser film?
the monster in the
The lead
Hellraiser
character.
film.
The lead
The
character.
lead character.
Ooh,
Oh,
look
okay.
At, look at Clark clarifying. She knows.
You know I got switched.
So I knew, when I was reading it, I knew you were going to have 5, 4, 3. What my question? 2.
This one could be
Pens down,
challenged.
please. And Clark.
Pinhead.
Yes. Zip.
Pinhead.
Rachel.
Pinhead.
I ain't seen it, but I got it, though.
Pinhead.
Same as Winston.
3 points
Pinhead
each.
or lead
As we get into our
Cenobite. He
last
actually
question.
wasn't
You
called
got
Pinhead in that
which
movie.
is my favorite Medea movie. Your last question in round number 1 is a Patreon question. The following question comes from our Patreon supporter, Andrew Schick. Thank you, Andrew, for supporting our Patreon. Make sure you guys check out the movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Like Andrew Schick did, I also love your razors on a personal note. Andrew Schick has a question he wants to ask in the world of dramas. Drama, and your question is,
Dang it, Ellis.
actor Shane West played the role of Landon Carter in what film based on a Nicholas Sparks novel?
What was that called? I know what.
5,
Oh, got it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Listen,
I'm gonna
pens
groan.
down. And we get to...
Probably not.
I mean, it's not right. I was gonna say the Lions game, but that's not what it
It's
is.
incorrect. Clark.
Walk to Remember.
That is correct.
Oh,
Walk to Remember.
well, I got it wrong.
Walk to
Ooh.
Remember.
All right.
I was thinking
now
Safe
we got
Harbor.
a lead for the Shirewolves. But that is not a bad round there
Huh.
for either team. 14-10. 14-10 as we get into round number 2.
Okay,
Mark, how does that work?
In round number 2, each team round number 2. So, Shirewolves and World's Finest. I'll remind both teams and competitors and everybody out there that this wheel is sponsored
Ooh, there's a
today.
Jim Henson.
We have Hitchcock, Jim Henson, and for that we have
The
Nathan
Jim Henson one
Lovendale
would be
to thank.
fun.
Thank you, Nathan, for your sponsorship and your patronage of the movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. We also have another slice that is also a Patreon slice. That is Stanley Kubrick movies. Should we hit that one? All right, giving you all a lot to think about with the rules, with the Patreon slices.
I like
And
Stanley
now
Kubrick,
the
but,
question goes
like,
to the Shirewolves. Would you like
as
to
much as
spin
I
first,
love
or would you
his
like to
movies,
defer
I know I
to
haven't
your
seen, like,
finest
maybe
opponents?
half of them.
Okay. We're gonna go first, please.
They're gonna spin
All right,
first.
here we go.
You're gonna step right up there.
Which is interesting.
Let's go, Clark.
Yes.
I mean, you look at Hitchcock and
Clark has been amazing on the wheel this season. She's hit horror for the last couple of
Just
years.
spin his end.
terrific categories in there that are straight horror, but also Stanley Kubrick. I
Yeah.
think he's made a couple horror pictures. Certainly, Alfred Hitchcock, well known for it. So
Well, Stanley Kubrick
here we
really
go.
only did
There's
one
a horror movie in a Disney
horror
playing
movie.
somewhere else.
Looks like it's
Here comes
gonna be
90s.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
exactly what they
Oscar
want.
movies.
Oscar
Ooh,
movies.
they're gonna
And-
stick with that.
They
Yeah,
wanted to hit
that's gonna
that.
be good.
They are going to stay with Oscar movies.
All right, so you guys are going to get 6 questions in the realm of Oscars. 6 questions in the realm of Oscars. 2 points apiece. Remember your steal, remember your multiple choice. 15 seconds. Here we go. For what movie did Tommy Lee Jones receive his first Oscar nomination?
Fugitive?
Was it?
I could have sworn. I
It's
thought.
definitely not Man of the House.
No.
This is my happy face.
Yeah.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Love Story, B, Coal Miner's Daughter,
Coal Miner's Daughter,
C,
yeah.
JFK, D, The Fugitive?
Throwing you up, I put Fugitive in there too.
Yeah.
Miner's Daughter.
Incorrect.
Oh.
The Fugitive.
Incorrect. JFK.
JFK.
Oh.
JFK. All right, here's question. Question number 2. For what movie has Martin Scorsese won his only Best Director Oscar?
Was that a?
The Departed.
2 points.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we
That's
also
exactly what I was
accepted
thinking.
All right, here we go. What is the only Spielberg film to have one of his actors win Best Actor at the Academy Awards?
Lincoln.
Correct for 2 points.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's true.
Going the right
Daniel
direction.
Day-Lewis.
All right, question number 3. Oh, sorry, 4. Question 4. As of 2018, what was Russell Crowe's last Oscar nomination?
Beautiful Mind.
Probably. I don't think he definitely wasn't nominated for singing in Les Miserables.
5, 4, 3, 2.
A Beautiful Mind.
Correct for 2 points.
Ooh, they
Good
didn't
job.
even go to multiple choice. They just took a shot and they nailed it.
All right, so here's your last question here. This is number 6, right?
Nope, this is number 5.
This is 5? I'm sorry. That's number 5. Number 5. Michael Hazanavicius.
Good.
Yeah.
Has the finishes.
Hazanavicius won Best Director for directing which film?
The Artist.
2 points.
She corrects you on the
Oh,
pronunciation.
yeah.
She probably
Okay.
knows the
Heard
answer.
of the
Last
artist.
question in Oscars. How
Didn't
many
know him.
Oscars did The Silence of the Lambs win?
4. Best Picture, Best Actor,
5,
Best Actress,
4,
and Best
3.
Screenplay.
Repeat the question.
Number 2.
Adapted
How many
screenplay.
Oscars did The Silence of the Lambs win?
Multiple choice.
A, 3. B,
It's just a bunch of numbers.
C, 5. D, 6.
I want to say 4.
5. 3.
6.
It's incorrect.
5.
1 point steal.
Oh.
All right, they kind of used the information that Shirewolves had whittled it down to, and they took the other one. Ended up working out very well for World's Finest, but they still trailed by 11. It's down by 11. They need a big spin here. They're either going to put themselves right back in it, or they could just cripple themselves, depending on which they land on. All right, here's the spin. We're on officers here as we spin.
36.
It got Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Director. So I was close. Oh, wait, they said that there was 5. Best Adapted Screenplay. So I was right just adding in Best Director. I didn't think Jonathan Demme got it for that.
It could be opponent's choice, Christian Funky, or seatbelts. It hits
Comic book movies. Wow.
That is
Wow.
That's like Clark Wolf getting horror movies as her spin.
That is,
Or them getting
very big.
Oscar
Now, there is nothing
movies
about Eric
as a
and
team.
Winston to indicate that they would like the category of comic book movies, but we're going to assume that they're going to be just fine in this category. Your first question of 6 in this slate: who plays the role of Nebula in
Karen
the Marvel
Gillan.
Cinematic
Yeah.
Universe?
Karen Gillan.
2 points.
Gillian.
Okay,
I always have
pause
trouble with that.
necessary.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, next question. Your next question. In Batman 1989, what does the mob boss Grissom remind Jack Napier to bring with him?
Coffin?
5.
Mob Boss Grissom.
Can we get a repeat, please?
That's your second one. In
What does
Batman
Grissom
1989,
remind Jack
what does
Napier
mob
bring?
boss Grissom remind Jack Napier to bring with him?
Gun?
Multiple choice, please.
Is it A, his smile, B, his lucky deck of cards,
Gun.
C, his lucky hat, or D, a gun?
It's his cards. His lucky deck of cards.
5.
The smile.
That is
Incorrect.
incorrect.
Don't forget your lucky deck.
Yes! That's
Yeah.
a 1 point steal for the
And he
Shirewolves.
just throws it at
Points
me.
up now. Jack Palance proud is Clark Wolf of Shirewolves. Your next question, your third one in this round. In Iron Man 2, who has a small cameo as news reporter Chess Roberts?
It was what's her face that was the reporter in the first one.
I am so
Leslie
proud.
Bibb?
Thank you.
Yes.
5, 4, 3,
Olivia Munn.
2 points. Wow.
Oh,
I was gonna say
okay.
Leslie Bibb didn't play
Great.
Chess
All right,
Roberts.
2 more questions
Yeah,
left.
I guess that wasn't her
Your
character's name.
next question. In the 3 questions left.
Counting
Y'all are terrible at that.
That's right. A reminder, his daughter is a triple yellow. Third degree. Your next question, fourth in this round. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen stars Sean Connery as which iconic
Quartermain.
literary
Alan Quartermain.
Yep.
Saw that movie once.
5, 4.
Luckily, Quartermain is a popular literary character.
Is it A, Alan Quartermain?
Yes.
B,
Well played.
Good job.
Your next question.
Alan Corman, yes.
From comic book movies. What was the subtitle to the
Requiem.
second Alien vs. Predator film?
Alien vs. Predator. This movie sucks.
2 points. All right, last question here. Climb
Got
your way
it.
back in this one,
Yeah.
Christian. Your last question. Who plays Pickpocket Carr and the co-lead to Chow
Oh,
Yun-Fat
Stifler.
in the movie Bulletproof Monk?
Sean William Scott.
Yeah.
We call that a comic book.
5,
Poor Sean William Scott, always just being referred to as Stifler.
2.
Multiple choice, please.
Is it A, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, B, Sean William Scott, C, Jason Biggs, or D, Jonathan Rhys?
They list like half the cast of American Pie there too, just to throw you off.
5,
Yeah.
4.
Sean William Scott.
For 1 point. All right, so nice little fight there for
Good
World's
match.
Finest. Down by 4 here going into round number 3. It's 23-19. The Shirewolves do have the lead, a lead they've maintained so far
Could be anyone's
for the
game still.
entire
Yeah.
match. But now we have round number 3, Mark. How does it work? In round number 3, the Shirewolves find themselves up 4 points. So they are going to give us your series of numbers that range from 1 to 20 first. We're going to get that from both teams.
Eventually,
1 to
whatever your lucky
21st.
numbers are, those are going to correspond to a different
They're gonna
category
give the
up here at our answer
numbers
desk.
first.
Your first question
1
is
to
worth
20.
2 points. The next one, 3 points. The last
I
question is
said
worth
1 to
5 points.
21st.
This
I
is
know, he needed a comma in there.
So once we tell you the category of the 2-point question, the
not how
team
grammar
will have
works.
to consult with each other as to who
That's
is going
not
to
how
answer that
grammar
question
works.
solo. You may not consult with your teammate on the 2-point question. The opposite teammate will then answer the 3-point question by themselves. You can only confer with your teammate for the 5-point question. Should we make it that far without further ado, Rachel and Clark, we need your 3.
It's a good match so far.
Yeah.
4, 12, 19.
4, 12,
Ooh, those are good
19
numbers.
for the Wolves and World's Finest.
How y'all just gonna take 19?
6,
6,
10.
10.
and 13.
All right.
19's a good number because they were going to take it.
For World's Finest, they will be up first, trying to avoid the TKO here as we get to category number 6. Category number
Only
6.
4 behind. That's not bad.
That would be in the realm of
Romantic comedies, Christian.
romantic
Okay.
comedies. All right, who wants to take romantic comedies? All right, Winston's
Ooh,
gonna
Winston's
take
got
romantic
it.
comedies.
Here come the glasses.
Here we go. Who directed 2011's Bridesmaids?
Paul Feig.
Paul Fit, yeah.
Okay, no Christian Wood.
5, 4,
Zipper
3.
knows it too.
2.
Is that Apatow?
Oh,
Paul Feig.
That's right.
Yeah, Zipper knew it
So
too.
now,
Oh.
they're in a position now where
That's
they
unfortunate.
have to hit their 3 and their 5. They have to hit their 5, but their 3 and the 5. Here we go. So you guys now, Eric, you have number 10, and that would be in the realm of comic book movies. Cool.
Hey,
Sweet.
hey, he's wearing a Batman. I don't know if you saw that.
Comic books, are those
Good job,
like
Alice.
regular books?
All right, here you go.
Except better.
way to be
Here's your
astute.
3-pointer. Here's your 3-pointer. In what comic book film will you find the quote, "You know, in the future, if you're going to steal cars, don't dress like a car thief"?
Batman. It's Dark Knight Returns. Or no, Dark Knight
Kick-Ass.
Rises.
Spider-Man is the answer.
That's what I was going to guess, was Spider-Man.
That's right.
They can take the lead and throw it back
Yeah,
to the
'cause he was
Shirewolves,
stealing
but
a
if
car.
They don't hit it.
Amazing
If they
Spider-Man.
don't hit it, the Shirewolves will win via TKO and will be playing for the championship.
And you would get really loud with your voice if they don't get this question right. Is that correct?
That's correct, but they have a chance to collaborate this time with their 5-pointer. Here we go. Dramas. Dramas is the category. Gentlemen, you can confer here. Here's your question. In Argo, at what nation's embassy do the 6 escaped
Is that Iran?
hostages hide out?
Or is Afghanistan?
I believe it's Iranian.
I think it's Iran.
5, 4.
Wait,
Can we get
Yes.
a repeat, please?
Last
what
one.
nation's embassy?
In Argo, at what nation's embassy
Oh,
do
Canada.
6 escaped hostages hide
Yeah.
out?
Canada.
Iran is the country they're in.
Yes.
5,
But they hide at the Canadian embassy.
3,
The
2.
English embassy?
And your winners, by way of technical knockout,
Oh.
and the number 1
They went to the third round at least.
Yeah.
the Shirewolves.
Wow, the Shirewolves. So the answer was Canada.
Yes.
Canada was Canada.
Nice.
The Shirewolves do it. The Shirewolves.
I'm just
have
happy I
done
knew
it,
what
and
country
now
they were
are
in.
going into a number one contender match. And how about that? Because now, and coming up very soon, look, you have Rachel Cushing going to be playing Mark Knopek right around the corner here. You have Ethan Irwin and Andrejko playing in a couple of, in just about a week here. So what a run by the Fight Club. And who they play, who the Shirewolves are playing for the championship, we don't know. There's so much up in the air right now. But we're going to talk to Brianne Chandler because thank you to our patrons. This is a Patreon, you guys, the patron exclusive match.
We love our patron. Thank you
Oh, that's
so
right.
much.
Yes.
You go to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Here's what you do. You're a patron. We appreciate your support. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. Tell your kids. Tell your grandmother. And tell her I miss her.
Yeah, the patrons not exclusive, but patrons get it a week early before everyone
They're
else.
seeing this first.
And
Hi, Grandma.
You guys get this, and now we're going to talk to Brianne Chandler, who is with both World's Finest and the Shirewolves. Here we go.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans and patrons? I'm Brianne here with the second place finishers.
I wonder if she's
World's
going to
Finest.
challenge anyone
Guys,
to like a...
round 1, not so bad, not so bad.
She's holding on to that, and we're just like all chomping at the bit to see what she's going to do with that.
Round
She's gonna
3,
do anything
that's
with it,
where
give
the
it away.
trouble started. Tell me
we,
about that.
We shit the bed, as Mark so eloquently put it.
Thanks, Zipper.
And
Okay.
What didn't feel great?
You know that the shitty part was literally, no pun intended, was the fact that I knew his question, he knew mine. It was one of those weird things where it was like, damn, we just didn't pick. You know what? You took my number, I took your number. That was probably the problem. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, y'all should have
That's
swapped
definitely
at
the
that.
problem. Superstition. Do you have any other superstitions that you have when you go into matches?
I'm starting to think that switching shirts was
Was
a bad idea.
that was a bad plan. Lenses, so that wasn't helpful. I could see fine. So that was just bad all around.
We only lost when I was wearing a Batman shirt, so that's probably what it is.
Yeah, I'm sure it makes sense. Yeah.
Now, personally, when I have competed before, if I
I'll
lose to
test that
someone,
theory
I
in
feel
other
really
matches.
good when they're going to go for the title shot. How do you guys feel about Shirewolves going for a title shot right now?
I'm just gonna say they gotta win. Y'all gotta win, otherwise I'm gonna feel real. So like, win. That's it. You know. Good luck, ladies.
Having now handed over both of my losses to Rachel Cushing, I want her to get that belt so I can take it from her someday.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Whoa!
Fighting words.
He still got that fire. He still got that fire though.
Okay, so now, what would you guys like to do next?
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
We'll go grab a burger.
I know you run the Patreon, right?
I run that Patreon.
You run all that, right? I got an exclusive for y'all. I'm calling out Jay Washington, brother. We gonna do a
Ooh.
black movie trivia Schmoedown. I know Black History Month is in February, and it's like August right now. It's not important. What I'm trying to say is round 2 ain't no wheel. Is we each get 6 black movie questions. The rest can be regular Schmoedown. I don't care, but I'm calling you out, brother. Let's see what's going down. And
That would
I
actually
will
be pretty
watch.
interesting.
I will watch as well. And I'm very
That
excited.
sounds really cool.
That would be a good match.
And we're back
Yeah.
with the first place finishers today, the Shirewolves. Ladies 3-0 now. Oh my goodness. How are you feeling?
Pretty damn good. We earned that victory. Felt really good about how we played. Came in confident. The boys played a great match, but we pulled out the win, and we're ready to see what happens next.
What does happen next? Emma, you want to tell us what happens next?
Well, I mean, this is just another natural step on the Shirewolves' journey to becoming the next team champions. They were going to do it one way or another, but as we said in the pre-interview, our big competition was above the line, and they're no more. So the way I see it, these ladies are basically already the champions.
Oh, I like that. Basically already the champions. How are you guys feeling round 1 coming out of that with 4 points ahead, and same with round 2? So how is that for a buffer for you? How do you feel about that, Clark, when you get it to
I
that
feel
point?
like it was a great match. Rachel and I were focused, and we were doing our best to work together and hit as much as we could. I always say round 1 is the most important. I think it's one of the most important, if not the most important round. And like I've been saying over the last handful of months, like I want a belt. I'm ready for a belt. We are driven.
I think they probably have the best shot at like a team belt right now.
And I think
Well,
It depends on who are they going to throw at them though.
Whoever we're playing, I think Rachel and I are ready.
I think you're ready too, and I think you do have that
I'm
great
going to wait till the end of Anarchy, and whoever the final of the Anarchy is up against them is going to be the...
I feel awesome. I played.
Who's
That's
going for the
actually not
belt?
a bad
I
idea.
feel like I'm on a roll. I'm excited.
I mean,
to play
they're-
Mark Knoppick because I think she's
Obviously, they're
favorite, and I'm so excited she's part of the league. But
they're not
she's
gonna be in
my
the
way
Anarchy
to the finals,
drawing
and then
because-
onto that belt
well,
defense against Jason. So
are they?
Yeah, I'm feeling really
Who
good
knows?
about
We're
Who
about to
knows?
see.
What are you doing, Kalinowski?
teams with Clark and the Fight Club.
Let's
I've got
find
her
out.
captain. I think we're gonna win both.
Going into the title match, do you have any last words, Emma, for the Five Club?
Just, Clark and Rachel bring out the
Are they
absolute
gonna decide the
best in
titles
each other,
before the-
and so as long as they continue to
before the
play
tournament starts?
as they have and really jive as a team, I think their strengths really
Have they
complement
announced
one
what all
another,
else
and
is
they're
happening at
so
the live
supportive of
event?
Each other and there for each other. That's how
It's
the
just
whole
a
Fight Club is.
Star
So
Wars
there's
and,
no way that we are not going to
Dan
see this
Merle
journey
fight,
towards the
right?
end,
No,
and
no,
it
Star
is
Wars. It's the
time
Energeekdom
for these
finale
ladies to win
with
those
Jason
belts.
Inman.
It's definitely
He's
time
gonna
for
defend
ladies
the belt.
I
to
got
win
Jason
these
Inman
belts.
confused
Am
with
I
the
right?
Star Wars tournament.
We
Star
don't know
Trek.
who you're playing yet,
Yeah.
but actually,
Wrong Star
I might know who
movies.
you're playing. People have been wondering. They've been wondering what I'm gonna do with this.
Uh-oh.
And I made my decision. I want a woman to have a belt in this league. Not one that I designed and I, came up with, but one that's officially for the league. And I'm gonna be selfless. And I'm gonna go against you guys, so that way it could be me or it could be you guys.
Handicap match?
Okay.
How do you feel about that challenge?
I mean, I think this is pretty much. I don't think any of us are
Wait,
surprised.
she
I think
doing
this
a team?
Is, and I don't think any of us are scared. And I know that you and I have a little bit of history in the ring.
Sure.
I take the challenge seriously, but I think Rachel and I are ready.
I'm more than ready too, even though you don't know who my partner is yet. Right now it's just me, Jesus, and a cardboard cutout of Michael Jackson in backstage. But I'm forming a faction. That's what's happening. So August 14th.
Okay.
Let's do this.
We'll be there.
Well, look at that. I mean, we knew she was going to use it eventually. She uses it in the post-interview. Brianne Chandler cashes in on her free-throw victory, challenges the Shirewolves to the title match they will be playing here on August 14th. For the team championship, we will find out who the new team champions will be on that day. Will it be the Shirewolves or Brianne Chandler and her new partner?
Yeah, that's the big question. Who's the partner again? Is she going to fly Levine back in from Boca? I mean, what's going to happen? Who is going to be her teammate? And then which opponent is going to take the team title belt? This just got even more chaotic. And I would say this. World's Finest, I enjoy them as entertainers. I enjoy them as question answers, as comic book fans. I think that they adjudicated themselves very nicely today against the hottest of competition.
They had a great first round. They had a great second round, and then sometimes it happens.
Shit the bed.
No, that's not nice. You get 3 questions that just wasn't in their wheelhouse. So, or maybe reversed, they would have done better. Who knows? But the World's Finest will come back. They will be back playing again. But it's the Shirewolves.
They will return.
Brianne Chandler,
it's like a Marvel
and
movie.
Mystery partner. But the other thing to be noted is that now this is Clark Wolf has a chance at a championship. Rachel Cushing has a shot at a championship, and we're gonna have Brianne Chandler's first shot at a championship, as well as her mystery partners maybe first shot at a championship. We don't know. What an interesting match. We will have new champions come that day.
Who's your money on as far as the?
I don't know who Brianne Chandler's partner.
I'm going dark horse. I'm going off the board. Fabio. That's my guess. I have nothing to back that up with.
Good job, Ellis.
But it was interesting to hear.
So as long as he's not playing against a goose, he should be fine.
Looking forward to that title match. That's what Clark Wolf's been
That's a
saying.
deep cut reference right there.
Got a shot here, and so does Rachel Cushing, and the Fight Club is on a roll. Here we go again, because now Rachel Cushing coming up really quick here has Mara Kanopik in round 3, and then Ethan Irwin and Andreyko go head-to-head in a #1 contender match. So the Fight Club is hot right now.
That's right, and like you said, the outcome of this match is the Shirewolves get a title shot, and you have a shot to check out the Schmoedown Rundown. You see what I did there? Check that out wherever you get podcasts. Check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group. Has to be a member. They'll let you in, say some nice things about us. And last but not least, check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon if you are not already a supporter. If you are, we love you. Take care of you.
Hey there, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans. It's your commissioner, Thad Williams.
Thad.
I'm here to announce the
Hi,
tickets
Thad.
for the Ultimate Schmoedown Team Anarchy Tournament. As was announced at
Mike.
Collider Collision,
Thad.
teams are being all split up, and in the Anarchy Tournament, we're going to repair teams with managers. We have a few new managers that have agreed to manage these new factions during the Team Anarchy Tournament, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for this, so I'm going to be pulling names out of this hat, pairing them with a manager, and they will compete as a team in the tournament. So let's get started.
Interesting. This is going to be...
Let me stop you right there.
There it is. Nice.
What's going on here? What are you doing? I was just getting everything set up to
Getting everything set up to announce the teams by yourself here.
No. I was waiting for. No.
Were you?
Yeah.
I didn't hear a phone call or a text that I was supposed to be here.
I just assumed you knew.
I just assumed I knew.
Yeah.
You look a little nervous. What's wrong?
Not nervous at all.
No. Okay, so I'm just gonna be here as an observer, casual observer. I just want to make sure everything is copacetic.
Believe me,
I want it all
love
the
that.
line.
Have to fidget with something.
I see what you did there.
See
All
that?
right. Yeah. All right.
Ready?
Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do this.
Let's
All right.
go.
Okay. Our first team is going to be Mighty Matt Nost. And let's see. Ooh, William Viviani.
Oh.
All right. Well,
There we go already.
I guess.
Good start.
Yeah, I guess.
That's a pretty good team.
That'll be a good match.
Officially broken up, and their manager is none other than the Fife Club champion, Miss Emma Fife. So Emma Fife is going to have to manage William Viviani and Matt Nost. Good luck to you. All right. Yeah. Wow.
Off to a great start.
I don't know exactly what the managers do in this,
Team number
but...
two.
They manage.
All right.
Okay.
And,
That explains it all.
Yep.
oh, he's back, guys. Yodi Riley. Mark Yodi Riley is in the tournament, and his teammate is my favorite guy, Ben the Boss Bateman. Mark, I wish you all the best. If Ben doesn't make it, that's quite okay with me. And God damn it.
I feel like that's one of those that was already created regardless of whatever they draw on the hat.
Their manager.
Still interesting.
I'm sorry, Mark. Their manager's Tom Dick.
Oh gosh.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
You can tell, like, basically both of them are gonna look at Dagnito and be like, "Just shut up. Don't just you go sit over there. We're gonna do our thing."
That's gonna be fun.
All right, Devon Stewart. You know Devon. He's in the Kingsman.
Yes.
You know the Kingsman. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
He's like, "Sure."
With Miss Movies herself, Brianne Chandler.
Good old.
Yes. Now, a note about this.
Yes.
Just so you're clear with this.
Giving me notes?
I just
Or
want to
just
make.
in
I just
general?
want to make sure that you're okay with this.
All right.
If Brianne and her mystery teammate.
Yes.
Are you the mystery teammate? No one tells me anything. If
Go on.
Brianne and her teammates win the belt
Correct.
for the team title, then she will not compete in the tournament. Neither will her partner.
So she is using her win in free for all to do this. And if she wins, she's taken out.
If she wins the belt, then she will not have to compete in the tournament. She will, I assume, she'll play against the winner of the tournament later as part of the winning team.
Fair enough.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right.
Continue.
So
Interesting.
So they get a manager.
Oh, yes.
Oh, first time manager, Markia McCarty.
This could be interesting. A lot of tech people in this might be first-time managers, so it's going to be interesting
Yeah.
to see how they do.
That's gonna be kinda
Markia
weird.
Was, Viper Squad. Brianne used to be. There's a whole.
I mean,
Ooh.
Yeah, you know all about that. Okay.
Are they still even a thing? No, not anymore. Doesn't matter. Continue.
So sorry. Janine the Machine.
Speaking of.
All right. Those poor Viper Squad members.
Kalinowski's favorite woman.
Oh, okay. Go. Ethan Irwin. Ethan Irwin.
Ooh.
Ethan Irwin together.
That's
All right.
that's low key a
their
good
manager
match.
is Jay Washington.
Is he even still allowed in the building?
Yes. And he gets to.
Uh,
Janine.
there's gonna be some funny business going on with that one.
Interesting.
I'm just.
Jay and Ethan, huh?
Mm-hmm.
At least not about that.
Interesting.
Ooh. Someone you're familiar with, Mr. Mike Kalinowski.
Oh, how'd that get in there?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
All right.
I guess I'm playing.
Yeah.
He's gonna say names. Going, let me stop you right there.
Let's see who your teammate
Gertler.
is. Please don't be my name.
Oh, that would be funny.
Chance Ellison. Who?
What the hell is this?
Who the hell's Chance Ellison?
What are you talking about?
Did you put that in there?
I didn't put this in. This is your manager. What are you talking about? I don't even know who this guy is. This is ridiculous. Are you out of here?
Do you want me to?
I don't want you to do it. What? This is. Look at this whole thing now. It's erroneous. Erroneous. All of this. I got some competitor we've never even met before, and I'm going to go into this tournament without him. I don't even know who he is. No one even knows. You don't even know if he knows movies.
If you, I can redo it if you want. I can put his name back in the hat. No one knows. So we can just edit this out.
I'm fine.
Sure.
Okay. Well, let's continue. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Your manager.
Okay.
With Chance Ellison is Ken Knapsack. You all right with that? Does that work for you?
I have to be all right with it, don't
Yes.
I? That's how this
Correct.
game works.
Correct.
I have to be all right with that, unless I say, wait, let me stop you right there.
Yes.
And you and I are professionals.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
there we go.
That's
Your
eye to eye.
You, Ken, and Chance Ellison are going to be a team together.
Interesting.
Chance on it. I like that. That's smart.
Continue.
All right.
We don't need to be your all.
Who is Chance Ellison?
All right.
We'll find out.
The In-Snyder, Jeff Snyder, the former champion.
Yes. A man I've never faced on the table.
Well, you might have the opportunity to.
Yes, sir.
His partner, Mark Andreyko.
Ooh.
I think Jeff finally woke up from that long nap he's had since Collision.
Yes, I haven't remembered him in months.
No one has.
That's a lot fond of him.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Roxy Stryer has to deal with Snyder.
You shut your mouth.
Roxy.
Now, you're going to show up? Stryer, you're going to come back to this? You're going to come back to this, Miss Stryer? Okay.
Good luck to you, Roxy.
Okay.
Mark is a mensch, if that's any consolation. All right.
What would then be a schmuck? Okay.
We're moving on.
We're moving on.
Hey, it's my good buddy. It's my good buddy Josh McCougan.
He's going to just go, he's going to dance, he's going to drink, he's going to be a
And
party.
he's going to be partnered with Alex Trebek.
Partnered with Josh McCougan.
Hopefully. Just McCougar for Jeopardy.
We have to let it stand.
We have to.
What?
Elliot, do me. They're wild berries. They're
wild
together.
What?
If there's one team that I didn't want to break up,
I see some shenanigans are going to be happening with this.
People in the comments were saying, like, well, I love this team, I love that team, you're breaking it up. We're not breaking up. It's fair and it's random. It's what happens. We can have power teams.
Interesting.
teams, and their manager is Ricky Hayberg.
Has he even been around?
What?
Where he is it?
I got a voicemail from him a while back. I'm glad I heard from him. But Ricky Hayberg,
Last time I saw him, he's in the dumpster.
Former teammate of Elliot's with ETC. Wow. Okay. That's gonna be hilarious.
And that makes my heart a little bit.
Kind of wish it was Nick Scarpino.
I might be able to sleep okay.
Okay.
All right, next up, Andrew Guy, who has to deal with this. I have nothing to say about it.
Dan Merle. Dan
People
Merle.
are suggesting they're throwing out what they hope to go with her.
Oh no.
Yep.
No.
No, Rachel.
Ooh.
They want to talk about two.
Oh.
There's some guys on the opposite sides of the spectrum.
Ooh.
This will be
There's a
fun.
silver line here. If the Shirewolves
Also would
win
be
the belt,
will be a
then
good
Rachel
team.
Won't be in the tournament.
And yes.
So more.
So then we would have
A bigger reason for you to win the belt, Rachel, is then you don't have to work with Andrew Guy.
motivation.
Just saying that right here. And your manager is, oh God, I didn't. The captain, Robert Meyer Burnett.
Oh.
He's back. He's gonna manage a team. I mean, if there's anyone that has a mouthpiece,
That's that guy.
it's Robert Meyer Burnett. So
Interesting.
maybe
It's like the
Robert
weirdest photo
can
for
have
Andrew
a
Guy.
Shut up once in a while.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Interesting pairing so far.
Yeah. Winston Marshall from the world's finest.
Okay, yes.
From the world's finest.
With the zippity doodah.
Zippity doo.
Yeah. With sassy Stacey Howard.
A very underrated competitor. Very underrated. Don't sleep on her.
That'd be interesting.
She's strong.
It's gonna be a good match.
She's very
I
strong.
think we'll have some fun together.
All right, and they're Andrew. Andrew. Now that's it. Okay. All right.
Interesting.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Coy.
I like that word's getting used a lot
I was
here.
gonna say, is this about to be on a T-shirt or something? Interesting.
Anarchy. Interesting.
Interesting. That'll be on the back.
Interesting. All right, next up, I heard about this one. New competitor, Mark Edward Hook, otherwise known as the Movie Geek from Beat the Geeks.
Huh.
I used to watch that as a
His name
kid.
came out, it was full of that. It looked like Mark Howard Duck.
No. It's not
His
Howard the Duck.
It's not Howard the Duck. He's very smart. He's very knowledgeable of movies.
Nobody wants to remember that movie.
Speaking of knowledgeable movies, Whitney Seibel. The two of them are going to be.
Yeah, that's a weird photo
He compete very often. His name floats
of
around.
both of them.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Where's Whitney's arm?
Yeah.
Managed by.
Whitney can compete with only one arm.
Looks like the Winter Soldier.
Oh,
Ooh.
so we've had Roxy, and now we have Johnny in this. This little thing we got going on here. They don't ever have anything to do with
Gertler's going to be involved in this.
They volunteered to
We
manage.
got a little name named, we got a sausage king in there named Adam Gertler maybe floating around.
Sausage King.
Sausages are really tasty.
They are.
All right. That's good. This is good.
like-
All right, we're getting down to the wire.
It almost looks like Kalinowski's trying to hold composure and not break
Eric
character.
Zipper, you're familiar?
I am. Okay.
Zippity
Eric
doo-dah.
Zipper, and yeah, he did.
Energy.
Well, we will see what he's like
Yes,
with his new partner.
Yes.
Ooh, a rising star, Haley Fouch. Haley Fouch from Scream Queens.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
quite the pairing.
Okay.
And this is the
Maybe.
this is the last manager.
Maybe.
We had more players than
this
wannabe
is
managers,
very
so we had to this is the last one that gets a manager. They get Steele Saunders from Steel Wars. He competed in the Star Wars Championship.
Okay, yes.
And
his name is ready. He's a superhero.
He's very
Interesting.
funny. He's very energetic. I think he'll
Again,
he's got-
interesting.
Good manager.
No, but I think he's got a good energy. He's going to bring a lot to the table. I think he's
Continue,
going
all right.
to pump them up.
Okay, we're
All
getting
right.
sidetracked.
Okay, I think they'll do well.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so everyone else.
So no managers going forward for this one.
Everyone else is on their own. They do not have managers going into the tournament.
Fair. Okay.
Sorry, that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yes.
And the man's man.
I'm back in it.
Yeah, it was okay.
Please team up with Roka. Please team up with Roka.
That guy?
Not anymore. Actually, technically, that's now Ben Bateman, from what I heard. They signed a thing. All right. So Scott Mance.
What do you got?
Sean Gerber.
Okay, fair enough.
I think Scott has enough.
Huh.
I think Scott has enough energy for
Okay.
I think they do.
And
But
unfortunately,
no manager, though.
no manager.
Oh,
But
interesting.
I think Scott will be the mouthpiece because
He's got a mouth on him.
he's got a mouthpiece. All right.
And a voice and
Yeah.
Movie release dates.
movie release dates.
We don't know what I don't know what the matchups are going to be, but
Point of this tournament.
there are a few big names that have not been called out yet. So let's see what happens.
Like Roca and Dan.
Alonzo Duralde.
That's not one of them.
He's very good.
He's very good.
He's very
I heard he was coming back.
And Matt Ashity.
Ah,
Ooh.
You know Matt Ashity?
He's good.
Yeah. Formerly of MODOK.
Yes.
Because the teams don't.
I don't know if you're familiar with
Yeah.
Alonzo. I know he was in the first
Matt,
free
my
for all.
fine shirt-wearing brother,
Can't remember how many
and
matches he did
Alonzo
before it
Duralde
off
are
the top of my
gonna be a
head,
team
but
together. That should be-
that's also
should be a
low
very
key a good
formidable
team.
All right. So close.
Dak is getting stacked.
Ooh, the professor.
Oh.
Lon Harris.
Lon Harris.
Strong this season.
Lon Harris. Talk about somebody with a mouth on him. Poor Cody Hall. Though Cody
Oh, is it going to be Cody?
He's gonna pull out Cody.
He got a perfect round that one time.
He did?
No.
What?
JTE.
Wow.
JTE and Lon Harris.
Okay.
That's what I love about it.
That's
I do like it.
also good.
That might also be a really good team.
Lon, a professor, very big about grammar and punctuation and spelling.
They hang out on Screen Junkies together all the time, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Late recently, so I understand the production.
Well, I mean, they drew Dan. It would have been like the same kind of scenario.
That's going to be an interesting match. That is
I'm just looking forward. I'm looking forward to their interviews.
You know, seeing these teams so far, I'm very curious. We'll continue. We'll talk later. We'll talk later. But continue.
The teams are staying the way they are.
I know.
I'm standing firm on this.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh. Dan Merle.
Oh, here we go.
He's back. He's doing the tournament.
Interesting name to have bandied about.
He's doing the tournament. We know about this. He's in the live event.
He is in the live event.
So now we get to find out who his
partner
for the live event is on September 8th. If you're in Los Angeles, you should get a ticket. All right. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Your name's already been called.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
John Roca.
Of course.
That's gonna be a good team.
They're back.
You know,
Which hat is better?
if I was sitting,
Is it the baseball hat or the 10-gallon hat? We don't know, but they're both horsemen.
That team doesn't need a manager.
Because if this is a match, if I was sitting out there watching this, I go, this is crap. It's a super team. Like we talked about. That was my whole point of all this stop super team. But that's the point of this.
It's been
Doing
random.
this,
It's totally
right.
random.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we got wild berries. Now we got these two. It's a super team. Nothing you can say.
I wouldn't call Wild Berries a
No,
super
I'm
team,
saying,
but
I said, well, we got wild berries and we have a super team.
oh, I
That's
see.
what I meant.
Two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, exactly.
I see. Yeah.
But that's why I am proud of what we created here. And you should be proud too.
Merle,
Are you proud?
Yeah. I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
Continue.
All right.
Are you Thad? Are you?
Oh, there's only two left in the hat.
Oh, so this is it.
This is it. Let's see.
I don't think that half matters if you switch them around like that.
Okay. Former champion.
Whoa.
Drew McWeeny.
He's
Ooh.
in the tournament. He wants the belt back.
Coming off
He
that.
wants the belt. It's the last one in the hat. See?
Yeah.
It just classic.
Clark Wolf.
Ooh.
That's a good team.
Ooh.
That's gonna be a team to take on Dan and Roca.
I don't care. I'm in semifinals for Intergeekdom because
Please.
it's the tournament that I created all this. If I face them, I'll face them. That's the way it goes. That's the way the delicious cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
It's a delicious cookie, isn't it? That the fans are gonna eat. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Fine. Yeah. Congrats. You did a good job.
I set you up like that, and that's what I get. Okay, congrats.
Yeah. Congrats. You're doing okay. You're doing okay. In the
Hey, it's possible that Thad just doesn't like showing emotion.
You're doing great. You're doing great in the Intergeekdom. I look forward to your match.
Thank you, sir.
I'm really excited. All right. I do have one. That's all the teams.
Correct. Yes.
But I do have one final announcement. Coy was picked to be the manager at the live event, which means Dan Merle and John Roca are facing Stacey Howard and Winston Marshall
Ooh.
with Coy Jandrew as their manager. So you've got Merle, you've got Roca.
But we've already got the graphic created, so regardless of what Mike Kalinowski says.
Of the team tournament.
Maybe.
Live at the live event, live in front of an audience.
Let me stop you right there.
of 50 people.
It's gonna be exciting.
It's going to be very exciting.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
I might be there. I might be there.
I hope you are.
See what happens.
I hope you're there. I hope I don't get booed when I get back.
You won't get booed. People don't get booed. The people, you're a man of the people. They love
I
you.
try. Well, yeah, I think that's it. So,
That is it,
ladies,
isn't it?
these are your 16 teams for the team tournament. To recap, we've got Bibiani and Nost, managed by Emma Fife.
like
Riley
that.
and Bateman, managed by Tom Dan.
That'd be hilarious.
That's a good one,
Stewart
too.
and Chandler, pending the outcome of the team title, managed by Markia McCarty.
We'll see.
Irwin and Janine the Machine, managed by Jay Washington.
Could be good.
Kalinowski and Chance Ellison, managed by Ken Knapsack. Snyder and Andreyko, managed by Roxy Stryer.
It'll be
the
fun.
Wildberries, managed
Oh,
by
God, that's
Ricky
gonna be a
Hilbert.
train wreck.
Guy and Cushing, pending the team title, managed by Robert Meyer Burnett.
Okay.
Howard and Marshall, managed by Coy Chandru, fighting off at the live event. Hewick and Seibold, managed by Johnny LaQuasto. Zipper and
a lot of
Fouch,
names.
managed by Steele Saunders. Manson Gerber, Atchity and Duralde. Lon Harrison, JTE. Drew McWeeny and Clark Wolf, pending the team title. And at the live event, Dan Merle and John Roca.
It's gonna be a lot of Five Horsemen stuff there.
The Ultimate Schmoedown Team Tournament Anarchy Edition, starting at the live event September 8th, coming to YouTube the following week. Very excited about this. I hope all the teams
I'm excited.
are gonna get ready. They gotta pick some names. They gotta pick some music. They gotta work together, figure out what their strengths are.
All shenanigans.
And it's
We into
it is
shenanigans.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for today. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and share this video with all the Schmoedown fans. And don't forget to join the Movie Trivia
And
Schmoedown
subscribe
Facebook page
and-
for all the latest updates, and listen to the Schmoedown Rundown on Collider Factory this weekend.
Wow. All right.
How's it going, guys? If you didn't know about the Patreon, you guys haven't.
Okay.
It's gonna be interesting.
That's gonna be an interesting battle. I'm guessing that the whole Anarchy is just gonna play out for the rest of this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be the team tournament plays out simultaneously with the singles tournament.
So yeah, this will be interesting. We don't know who the Shirewolves are gonna be fighting for the belt, though.
Yeah, no, they're gonna be facing Brienne and her mystery
Okay, that's
teammate.
right. Yes,
Yeah, they're gonna be facing
Brienne
that's
and whoever Brienne chooses to go up against him.
and that's where the belt's gonna
The
come
winner
down to.
of that is going to have the team belt.
Yep,
Okay.
and then face whoever wins the Anarchy tournament at the end of the year.
Okay.
So, I mean, Dan Merle and John Roca at the live event. I mean,
That's going to be a beast of a team to fight.
that'll be a pretty good team.
So my question is, what happens when, hypothetically speaking,
Mhm.
Brienne and her mystery guest win, and then they take on whoever wins the Anarchy tournament? What happens if the Anarchy tournament team wins? Are they forced to just stay as a team?
That's a good question. I think that team now, as a team, holds the belt
Yeah.
until they lose, and then maybe they can go back with whatever team they were on before.
So there's a good chance that we're looking at a storyline right now that's going to bleed into, say, like next year, next season.
Potentially.
Yeah. Pretty interesting.
I was gonna say, like, get Drew the belt back, but if he's with Clark Wolf, that splits up the Shirewolves.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who knows what's gonna happen? Kalinowski, what have you done to provide hours and hours of fantastic entertainment for the rest of us?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Bah!
here's an extra, like, what?
Bah!
Yeah. Sheep.
I'm a sheep. Proud
Here's-
of it.
Here's an extra almost, like, over 20 minutes of video. Thanks to the camera telling me that. Of something that wouldn't have happened had Mike Kalinowski not interfered with it. So, yeah. Thank you, Mike. This is interesting. So,
I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this is going. Yeah, and about that match that we saw earlier, the Shirewolves versus World's Finest, kind of went the direction you said thought. I said it was gonna be a close match. Actually, this time it was kind of a close match, close-ish, closer than the blowouts anyway.
I mean, I like to brag, I guess, that my strength is comic book movies, and I didn't get that was a quote from Amazing Spider-Man rather than Dark Knight Rises,
Yeah.
Returns, whatever it's called.
I was thinking Spider-Man because weird thing though is I was actually thinking, it was Amazing Spider-Man for sure. That's what I was thinking. Anyway,
like some insight on how his brain works, so
or doesn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we are the Cinefanatics. This was a Schmoedown reaction. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel for more movie-related content. Again, we've been mostly doing Schmoedown reactions right now, but I want to see the Meg. That's coming out. We're going to review that, right? I can't wait for that. We're going to review the Meg, I'm sure, coming up. Outside of that, we got other movie-related content coming out soon. So subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. Like, comment. Do all the YouTube things. And we'll catch you guys in the next video.
Later.